hand, but you know what they say. All right. So let's make sure we're good. Testing, testing, testing. Welcome to the Crypto Boss Ninja channel. If you guys are new, make sure you hit the like and subscribe coming on in. I'm pretty sure my TikTok channel is shadow banned, so I don't know what to do about that because a lot of the videos I'm posting recently haven't done very well. I'm not sure what's up with that. I don't know, so I'm not sure what to do about that. But let's look at the Fear Greed Index. Obviously, the Bitcoin had its halving, and we're past that. I didn't expect anything crazy to happen. I think the price was already priced in. So I'm not really surprised. I do believe it's going to be a few months before Bitcoin sees a massive move to the upside. Let me flip the camera so that you guys can see my chart. So right now we're even, despite everything, we're still in greed. But Bitcoin might have bottomed out, and I'll tell you why I think that. So again, we're still in greed. By the way, if you guys are new, I will be back live Monday at 11 p.m. Central Time. I stream Saturdays and Mondays at 11 p.m. Central Time. Wait, is today? Yeah, today's Saturday, right? I don't even know what day of the week it is. Yeah, it's today's Saturday. So anyways, let's go look at Bitcoin. I will be using the Coinbase chart. I will just, whoops, didn't want to do that. I'm going to just do a recording of this really quickly. Oh, and I also, I'm going to have to restart this recording. I want to let my Telegram and my Discord know that we are live. I forgot to do that. So I will go do that really quickly. I'm just going to stop recording. Are you shitting me, bro? What is happening? Okay. So let's go look at the Bitcoin analysis. And let's start recording one more time. Sound looks to be good. So right now Bitcoin is sitting at $65,200. I have said for the last month or more that Bitcoin's resistance/support was $65,500. If you do not break $65,500 to the upside, as of right now, I am bearish. You are about to do that. If you guys can't see, the price is $65,200. So let me start on the weekly time frame. The weekly time frame is in a downtrend. You're still at 45 on the RSI. In just under a day, 20 hours, we will get a new reset. We'll see how low we get. My prediction is we'll be somewhere between 20 and 25 on the RSI. That's a good sign. The 3-day chart is already oversold. I like to see that. For a while I thought we were making a bull pennant up here. That did not play out. I'll get into that in a second. The 2-day time frame, obviously, again, is just now starting to get the curve up on the stock RSI. I like to see that. You're trying to hold 21-day moving average, which is that blue line right there. And that did come down to about $61,000. The daily chart for Bitcoin right now is getting an aggressive move up on the stochastics. That's an okay sign. We'll see what happens with that. You're still well above the 200-day moving average. You're trying to reclaim the 21, which is right around that $66,000 level. So if I go down the 12-hour chart, the 12-hour chart does not look very good to me. You are getting rejected as of right now at $65,500. And as you guys can see, we're overbought on the stochastics RSI. So I don't really like to see that. If I go to the 8-hour time frame on Bitcoin, again, getting rejected obviously off of 65.5, so you have to break that. You're trying to hold the 200-day moving average. 6 hours, same thing. The 4-hour chart is below the 200 as well. On the 4-hour chart, I really like to look at the 4-hour chart, 200 simple move or smooth moving average, which is currently at basically almost 67,000. So Bitcoin is technically bearish on the 4-hour time frame until you break 67,000, but you're definitely bearish on the 4-hour time frame until you get back above that weekly support / resistance at 65,500. So to keep it simple, very short term, if Bitcoin doesn't break 65.5, I'm looking for more downside, and this is just going to become a lower high on the higher time frames. If you do get rejected off of 65,500, your next support would be 60,700, and then below that 57k. If we break 65,500, my next target to the upside for resistance would basically be, at least on the weekly time frame, 71,111. That's really the next massive target to the upside that I'm looking for. So I could see Bitcoin really ripping to the upside if you get back above 65,500. I would like to see a weekly candle close tomorrow on Bitcoin above 65,500. If we could do that, I would be looking for much more upside on Bitcoin. But that's kind of what we're looking at short term. If you break 65.5, you can look for 71,000. If you don't, you can look for us to retest the lows at 60,000. The 12-hour chart looks bearish to me, but the daily, 2-day, and 3-day look bullish. So we'll see what happens. Anything's possible. If you break, so that's if this, then that. If you break 65.5, you can look for 71. If you don't break 65 and you stay below it, you can look for 60,000 again. Keep it simple. That's all I got for this Bitcoin update. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, join the Telegram group as well, and also we have a Patreon if you guys are interested in my trade setups as well. So that's my update for Bitcoin. I've been kind of watching Bitcoin Cash lately. I have been watching Bitcoin Cash. Appreciate the follow, Radel. Thoughts on Arc Block? Thank you for the follow, Ramon. Thank you for the share, Anthony. I don't think it hit 60. It hit 65,000 for the first time. I'm not sure what that means. That's not really accurate. Thank you for the follow, Tat, and thank you for the follow, Radio. Shiba pump today? Did Shiba pump today? What are my thoughts on Arc Block? I don't know anything about that. I don't know what the ticker is either. Is this it? Arc? Bitcoin has touched 65,000 many times. That chart, there's not a lot of data. Well, that is a 3-day. The 2-day, daily, like you would think that's a falling wedge, but you made a lower low, so to me that's not really a good sign. Plus, look at this. The daily also is making a lower high on the stock RSI, and you've basically not broken out whatsoever. You're still below the 21, so to me this is like not a good sign. Clearly, 15 cents is resistance on whatever this is. Support is down there at 3 cents on the weekly time frame. I would also say that this level right here at 7.5 cents is resistance. You broke below it, you tried to retest it, got rejected. So really 7.5 cents, if you're below it, you're bearish, and I could technically see at least a move down to the last local low here around 4.4. If you lose that, you can be looking for 2.7. I don't think this is on, I think this is just on spot. So unfortunately, Arc Block looks bearish unless you reclaim like 7.3 cents. Actually, really 7.5. So 7.5 is what you have to beat. If you don't break that, I would remain bearish on Arc Block. It's pretty much that simple. Shiba pump today. Let's go look at Shiba. Let's go see if that's accurate. Well, I had Shiba in this. I'll even post this to my trading group. But I had Shiba in this. And this like falling wedge here, and the measured move is still valid up to 6.2 basically, so that is still valid as a measured move as long as you hold this last local low or this support at 18. I see this continuing to the upside. The daily looks good. It's getting close to being overbought though. Be careful. The 2-day right now is just getting started. I really like what Shiba's looking like on the 2-day and on the 3-day. The weekly has more downside, but the 2-day and 3-day look very bullish to me. This is not a bad trade to maybe take long term if you're not doing any leverage, because if you are, I mean, your stop loss would have to be like 18. So to me, that looks like a good trade setup on Shiba Coin, but I mean, again, that would be a trade I would do with no leverage. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. You would have a steep stop loss at 18 though, so it's not the best time to enter. I might look for the daily to get overbought, you know, and then make a higher low. And if you make a higher low, then you could enter on the daily maybe when it comes back down to 20 or something, or 25. But overall, that's what I'm looking at. Longer term, Shiba does look bullish to me, and that breakout is still valid up to like 62, which would be like just over a double up from the current price action if that were to happen. Now, this is a massive time frame trade, so if this does happen, it would probably take several months to play out, but that's what I'm looking at. I don't know why my account's shadow banned on TikTok. It's kind of frustrating. We got, but... So ABT was it? I didn't look at the right coin or what? Oh, this one? Well, ABT, I see this as a breakout as well on the daily. And the daily made a higher low, retesting the top of that trend line or the top of the breakout, confirming the breakout. So whatever this is on Coinbase actually. Then breakout point of $3.27 is still valid. And this looks bullish to me as long as you hold this now local low at $1.57. You could even say, as long as you hold this last local low right here at $1.93, that would be a good place for a stop loss. $1.90, $1.93, not financial advice. But if you hold $1.93, I could see this going up to $3.30. And that's kind of a tight stop loss. But, you know, that's an okay place for one. Or another stop loss would be $1.58. But I think if you lose $1.93, it's, you know, that would mean that you're rolling over to the next support at $1.58 or really even $1.38. So ABT does look good to me as well for a move up to $3.30. And also, you could also get another measure move here if you call this a falling wedge right here, which I would say it is. And then your measure move is from the last local high to the last local low. And ABT right now, hold on, I mean, yeah, that's just above. That'll give you a measure move up to 350. So 330, 350 is your next measure move on ABT. So that's what I'm looking at. And this does look bullish to me if you can stay above $1.93. My thoughts on Shiba looks good. But if Bitcoin comes down, Shiba will come down. Yes, I would agree with that statement. Let me go over and see. We are live on YouTube as well. Maybe like no one's watching because, you know, the crypto's going down. I really don't know, but I know for sure I'm shadow banned on TikTok because we got no views on the last few videos I posted, and it's never been that low. But anyways, I'll still be going live twice a week, and we'll see what happens. By the way, if you guys are interested in the stock market, I'm just starting to look more into it again while, you know, crypto's consolidating. Tesla looks like a pretty good short here. You just lost $173. Your next measure move is $100 really. So that's kind of what I'm looking at for Tesla. And I guess you also have a little bit of support right here at $1.50 or $150, I should say. So Tesla to me looks like a good short if you stay below $150. But with that being said, that's kind of what I'm looking at for Tesla. I do think the electric car market probably will have a slump. It just does. It's not very exciting right now. Let me go look at Math Token, which is on Coinbase. We did get a request for that on TikTok. So the weekly has more upside, I guess. You just made a new high in the weekly. To me, the weekly still is an uptrend. That's a good sign. The 3-day is technically an uptrend as well. You made a higher high. Now you're trying to make a higher low. The 2-day looks good. The daily even looks good. But this is pretty volatile. It was at 80 cents. Now it's back at 50. But to me, this is still a bullish pattern on Math Token. So technically, your next measure move would just be above $1.06 or so. As long as you hold this last local low here at 41 cents, I'd be looking for $1.05 on Math Token. The 12-hour chart looks really good. The 8-hour chart looks, it's getting overbought pretty quickly. I don't really like the 8-hour. The 6-hour, same situation. The 4-hour, same situation. I don't like what I'm seeing. I would like to see a higher high made above 59 cents. If you can break 59.60 cents, then you can say that we're breaking out on ARC block. Until you do that, then to me it's just kind of staying in the pattern. So if you want to take a breakout trade, take it when it breaks 60 cents. Not financial advice, but Math Token, that's kind of what I'm looking at on Math. If you break 60 cents, then you can go up to 90 cents, which is your next resistance level on Math. If you lose 41 cents, then that is a very bearish sign, and you could come back down to 17 cents. So that would be a massive dump, in my opinion, if that does lose 41 cents. So that's really, you don't want to lose 41 cents on Math. With that being said, guys, I'll be back live Monday, 11 p.m. Central Time. Maybe also people are not as many people watching because it's a later stream. I just changed the time, and maybe going live later isn't working. But it's when I'm free, so it kind of is unfortunate. But that's what I got, and I believe crypto will come back. I just, you know, if you break 65,500 on Bitcoin, then we can see more upside. If not, I'm looking for more downside. It's pretty much that simple. I do like on the higher time frames for Bitcoin that this is like now a rounded bottom on the weekly time frame. So it's very likely Bitcoin's gonna make a higher low on the weekly, unless we get like a black swan event. So as long as you stay above 65.5 or get back above it, I see more upside. That's really what you have to break short term. I'll be back live Monday, 11 p.m. Central Time. Until then, trade safe. Have a great weekend. and also be posting videos throughout this weekend as well. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, trade safe, and yeah. That video that I just made on Bitcoin, I will be posting right now. So let me just end this really quick.